check for you if you have everything ready. And my name is misspelled, of course, as usual.
I cannot hear anything.
We cannot hear. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Maybe the mic.
Oh, it's delayed.
Ah, yes, it is today.
Also, mic check, mic check.
You have it?
Okay, go.
We lost the.
No. One second. There we go.
Present. Evelina, ESN TalTech IC, present. Evelina, ESN TalTech IC, present.
Mazo je sem dal tega si povedal.
Yeah. One second. Everything. Alright, there we go.
If you have an objection, each person has to be called again and vote one by one. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for approving us, and welcome to our General Assembly of ESN TalTech IC 2026, where we have important decisions to make. Mostly, we will vote for the next board and also a little revision of the statutes. To start, since some of you are very new, as you could see, we have to approve the chairing team before I start taking over. It's a very procedure and it's done by the board. But then from now on, to count all the votes that we will be getting and registering, we need to elect two scrutinizers. We will have a digital voting, so it will be a bit easier. But then again, we still have two people that help us and verify the vote counting before making it official. These two people can be members and they need to be at least 18 years old and be able to digitally sign documents. Are there any volunteers? Like yeah, DigiDoc. No, later. It's for later in case. Okay. We have one candidate, Matteo. Okay. Another candidate, Mila. Okay. So I ask you to come on stage for a moment. Yeah, to speed up, since we are late, we didn't prepare the slide. But if you want to say your name and surname real quick, so we put it to the minutes.
Matteo Ingrassia.
So we will also proceed with a no objection vote for this. So does anybody have any objections on having Mila and Matteo as our scrutinizers for today? No objections. Matteo and Mila are the official scrutinizers of today. Thank you. Moving very smoothly. To proceed, we'll explain a little bit the rules of the game. I will go a little bit fast, but it's a bit to explain how the procedures work, how you can like ask questions, comment, and these things. So the general rules here, please pay attention and don't disturb or like make too much noise. Of course, it's okay to chat a little bit, but please don't like make a mess or like do something else. It's an important official meeting, this one, and it will affect the decision of next year. Also, yes, be respectful, especially when people are presenting, and try, if you pay attention and you're respectful to others, you shouldn't repeat what has already been said. The be on time part, well, we started late, but we are okay with that. We will catch up, hopefully, in the agenda. And then every time, as it has happened for the quorum check, every time you have to say something, please say your name and section, and then you can say what you want to say, so that we can put it in the minutes. For the speaking list, we don't have digital platform for this, but when there's the question round for candidates, we will open I will open the question list, the speakers list, and people can raise their hand so that we sign their name down in the order that they will be, and then we will roll the questions based on this order. Speakers list will be closed also at some point, so you cannot ask question after the time is over, and we try to maintain the time to respect the agenda as well. In ESN, we have some hand gestures as well to facilitate non-verbal communication. So if you want to speak for anything, any general question, you just raise your open hand, and me as the main chair will give you or not the grant to speak and say what you want to say. And then we have two special gesture. One is a reaction, which is two fingers in the air. It's called a reaction or comment. You can raise your hand like this when somebody is saying something and you want to quickly just add something or comment something really quickly, so you don't have to wait for your order in the speaker list. And then we have the most procedural based one, which is called procedural, and this should be the grant to speak should be given as soon as possible, and this gesture is only for procedural and related important questions regarding the GA and the procedures and yes, and legal related issues. Who requests silence, as maybe some of you are familiar already, we both raise two hands. And of course, it's okay like to clap and everything, but like let's try to keep it smooth. And when we want to request silence, we raise two hands, and everybody should raise their hand, and then we keep it. Also for making the GA smooth, and also because we are in Estonia, we like silence a lot. Clapping is, of course, allowed, but if we want to not spend like 5 minutes per person clapping and then like also having our hands hurting, we do these jazzy hands if you want to express your visual appreciation to someone. Yeah, and yes, and there's a hierarchy among all these hands. If multiple people raise their hands with different gesture at the same time, there is always procedural first, then reaction, then the raised hand. And if you mention someone, they have the right to go after you to answer to your question or to your comment. And yes, the last note is about keeping up with minutes. Sometimes we have to like take a moment to allow Elia to keep up with minutes. This said, this is just a simple example we have in our slides to go around the room and see if people understood how do you do the gestures and everything. But for the time being, I think we can skip it. And we have the another voting point of today. We are a bit late, but you should all have received the agenda. And again, we will proceed with a no objection vote. To approve the agenda. So, does anybody have any objections to the agenda for ESN TalTech GA 2026? No objection, then agenda is approved. Congratulations, doing very smooth. And from now, we can start with the fun game, and we can start with our amazing candidates for the next board of ESN TalTech IC, and I would like to call to the stage Nazreen for her presentation as president. Just a reminder, for presenting, each candidate have 10 minutes, and then after that we will have 5 minutes of question round. I personally take care of keeping track of time, both for presentation and question round. So keep an eye on me, but anyway, I am told you should see me and I will make signs.
Where are you? Yeah. Give me the. How do you change it?
You have to put your
Oh shit. Wait, 1 second. Oh shit, wrong thing. There we go.
Hello, dears. My name is Nazreen. Today I will present my candidacy for being the president of the next mandate of ESN TalTech IC. Firstly, a bit about me. My name is Nazreen. Most of you know me. I am in Estonia since 2022. I'm a TalTech lover. I work in WISE. I have done my Erasmus in Valencia, and I love TalTech. There is a typo there, but I really love TalTech a lot. And yeah, this is all about everything ESN experience. I am active member of ESN since the beginning of last year. I have been vice president of the section last semester, and then I was president of the section since April. I was organizing committee of community meetings 2026. I was organizing committee of the ESN Estonia NA 65. I have represented ESN TalTech IC at NEP, EGM, TEAT, and NAs. What I have done during my ESN journey: supported members and board members. I organized events. I supported partnership manager to find partners, strengthening relationship with student union and international relations office between them and between stakeholders and the section, drafted and made amendments to our main and the most important financial contract that the section stays alive, took a step towards digitalization of ESN cards and worked with IT manager, implemented internship positions at the section, proposed statute changes that you will see today, did a lot of knowledge transfers, and put safety as priority. I will not tell what was it, but I am sure that most of you know. What is my motivation and priorities for the next mandate? My previous ESN experience and knowledge to provide stable and effective leadership for the section, ensure strong knowledge transfer between mandates so every board member feels prepared and supported in their role, which I believe there is a big gap in the position. Represent our section actively at international ESN events and to get spotlight for our ESN section, which we were not able to get this year. Strengthening cooperation and maintain positive relationship with other ESN sections and partners, which I believe is very important for the health being of the section. Promote fairness, transparency, and inclusivity within the section and ensure that everyone is treated equally without any bias. Why me? I already have experience with ESN and I understand both the responsibilities and challenges that come with a leading section. During my previous mandate, I often supported different board members beyond my own role, which gave me a broad understanding of how the section works. I have learned from my previous experience and now have a clear vision of what works well and what is the best for our section, how we can grow more, and how we can be in the spotlight. I am very motivated to actively represent our section, both locally and internationally, and strengthen its visibility within the ESN network. I am passionate about contributing the growth, stability, and long-term development of our section, and I was able to review this year that what was the gap in our section, and I am highly motivated to try to solve the gap next year with hopefully new board. So, thank you.
Thank you, Nazreen, for your presentation. You did it in 5 minutes. Maybe there will be a bit flexibility on the question round. Let's see how the question round goes.
Nice.
So I would ask Elia if you can help me keep track of who raised the hand. Give it a little list on the computer, please.
Yes.
So I open the question round. If you have questions for Nazreen, please raise your hand. Wait a second. One question from Rasul? Anybody else?
Procedural. He has to say his name.
Wait, I didn't.
He just raised the hand.
He just raised the hand. Okay, the question list remains open until I say the question list is closed. You can raise your hand. Elia will write down your name, and then I give you the right to speak once the answers are finished, and it's time for the next person. So, Rasul, please, name. No? Okay.
Please ask. Yeah, of course.
The language of this meeting
if you
is
want, you
English,
can ask.
and everything that you say is
Yeah.
to the minutes. So
We translate it.
I'll ask you to
You can be sure about
keep English and keep it formal. So no question for me. Anybody has any questions? Mark? Mark, please name and section.
You mentioned in your presentation IRO. IRO is one of the main stakeholder of ESN TalTech in this case. This year, the relationship was not the best. Are you planning to do something different, or what are your plans towards the IRO?
How did you get information that today the relationship was not the best?
From there.
No, we had good relationship with IRO. Of course, there were some problems, which is very normal. We are two different sides, and both of the sides would like to compromise at some point. But this year we were able to compromise each other jointly and build up really good relationship. Also, Pilemari and Rina was invited to our appreciation night, which I believe they had fun, and we have good relationship. This kind of negative behaviors can always happen between stakeholders, but the best here is to learn and to know how to get with them well, like to know their the points that what they want and understand them and implement them. And I believe next year is going to be even better because we have set already the rules with them, and we have rules that we will sign soon.
Any other questions for Rin? Then I propose to close. Okay. Emily? 1 second. 1 second. I have to catch up with the minutes.
Yes.
Please.
ESN TalTech. I have a question about how you designed it this year. So this year we had a bit of a shock when we sent an email saying that you are designing and it was not even official. So how can you ensure that if you close the weekend, this won't happen? Obviously, we can't say that this won't happen because anything can be possible, but how will you make sure that you have this mental stability and ensure better connection, communication is very important?
Firstly, I love ESN so much, and I always put our section as priority, which my decision to resign was for the well-being of the section. I should have either take a risk and continue in unhealthy environment and being more toxic, or I should have stepped down to still support the section outside of the board responsibilities and make sure that section does great, which I chose the second, not only for my mental health, but also for the well-being of the section, because it was always my priority, and yeah, I chose to do it. Of course, I cannot guarantee it. However, if I am here and applying for the second time, knowing the risks and knowing what the section will bring me, if I'm still here, I can make you sure that I will still do again my best as I was always doing.
Thank you. Does anybody have any other question? If not, then I propose to close the question list. Does anybody object? No objections. Then the question list is closed. Please, another round of applause from Nazreen. And we have our next candidate coming up. Which is
1 second, wrong thing.
I don't remember.
with this thing?
We have application for communication manager. So please, I invite to the stage Nizami. And here you have your mic.
Give me like
For the slides.
where's my mouse? Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. There we go. 1 second, 1 second. Production difficulties. All right, there we go. And what?
There you go. Here's the slides. You have 10 minutes.
Hello everyone, I'm Nizami and today I will be presenting my application for communication manager position within the ESN TalTech IC board. So let's get to it. Who am I? As many of you know, I am a second year cybersecurity engineering student here in TalTech. I also am the current IT manager of ESN TalTech IC. I also do some freelance work on the side whenever I feel like it. I'm also very into physical activities, especially climbing. So yeah, there's that. My experience within the ESN. So I've been with ESN since September 2024, which is almost 2 years. I also maintain the ESN Estonia website, actively doing it as of now. One of the maintainers, to be fair. Then, yes, I provide technical support when necessary. That line is sarcastic. Also, yes, I ensure the smooth running of operations, the digital operations. So why communication manager? I obviously want to contribute more actively to ESN. I want to become a part of the board to see how things really work within the ESN so I can create more efficient processes and potentially digitalize so everything is much better, less bureaucracy. Also, my personal incentive is that I will be improving my marketing skills. You can't go wrong with marketing. Also, my technical background should help enormously with these. So it's the perfect choice. My vision is to, well, improve consistency of posts on social media, increase student engagement, the whole 9 yards. Yes, I'm also planning to create a page on the ESN Estonia website where the events are listed. Yes. The skills I bring that are related to this board position, as you can see them on the screen. I'm experienced with social media marketing. I've done SMM work before. I'm also very tech literate, I guess you could say. So again, I will try and digitalize some processes within the ESN. I also plan on automating some of the work. Yes, and that's it.
Thank you, Nizami, for your presentation. You also did it very well on time. Thanks for that as well. And now it's time for questions. So I officially open the question list. Okay, we have already 5 candidates, 6, 7. So I can tell you.
Right.
Then it's a procedure.
If we have few questions, can we ask them all together, or it should come like?
rather to allow everybody to have the right to speak, I would ask you to raise the hand again after your question is over. Yeah, we have to write it in the link. So that she has to raise the hand again after her answer is completely answered. Okay, so question list I saw in order of speed. It was Ruslana, then Nazrin, Ruslana, Matteo, Nazrin. Then there it was a bit, I think it was Leila, Rasul. Was there some question? No? And then it was Emily and please, Ruslana.
Ruslana is a data basic. Visuals is a enormous part of the communication manager work. Do you have any experience working with visuals,
I have.
or how do you plan to how do you plan to overcome?
I have a very extensive experience in Adobe products, which includes Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. I have used these a lot. Again, I've done SMM work before. I've done graphic design work before, which I did not mention, unfortunately. But yes, I have the skills to overcome these challenges.
Matteo.
Matteo is ESN TalTech IC. Do you know about the user identity manual?
I'm sure that I can get more insight on that from the previous communication manager.
Thank you. Nazrin.
Nazreen is in Pakistan. When the
Wait.
board
Catching up with minutes.
when the board opened the position, board and me, we texted the group chat a few times that the people who would like to apply, they can approach to us and learn more. I would like to ask, is there a reason that why you never approached Rustam and learn more insights? So you were also able to answer Mateo's question. Yes, no one knows everything about the position, but I just want to make sure that you understand what is communication manager.
Applying to this position was an impulsive decision on my part, and there was not enough time to consult with the previous board members.
Thank you. Next we have Elena.
Irena, ESN TalTech IC. In your presentation, you have mentioned that one of your goals is to make information about events more clear and accessible. So, how do you want to achieve it?
There have been some unique events within the ESN that I can't recall off the top of my head, but when I read the event description, I was kind of confused on what the event was trying to achieve. So I was thinking more clearer wording.
And about accessibility?
Can you elaborate more? What do you mean by accessibility?
You mentioned more clear.
Oh, yes, I mentioned that I will make a dedicated page on the ESN Estonia website for events. Yes, that's what I meant by accessibility.
Thank you.
involvement, confidence, and the ability to engage effectively with a wide range of skills. Given that,
You can send it to first, if you can send it to Elia, because she has to put it to the minutes. If you wrote it down, 17, name and section, so you have to repeat it anyway.
that's hard to do.
Name and section, but then he can send it to you.
Rasul Ahmad, ESN TalTech IC. And this is the the position of the communication manager requires consistent involvement, confidence, and the ability to engage effectively with a wide range of students. Given that we have not been particularly active, and that even during normal board game gatherings with friends, you often remain silent and do not meaningfully participate. How do you justify your syndrome?
Objection. I think this is going to be very personal question. It doesn't mean that his friendship engagement is going to be the same. And this is very hard question.
I don't know when the question is going, I object, and Zamin has also the right to refuse to answer the question. Let's soon finish it.
So, okay, I'll keep it very short in that case. Do you think you're focused enough to take this position?
So the work of the communication manager is not necessarily communication, even though if it's worded that way. It's more of a marketing. Yes, I am rather introspective, if you will, and no, I certainly get very talkative if the situation requires it.
Thank you.
Is this procedural or?
Yes, you want to comment?
I want to comment.
Yes.
Yes, like like personality has no, I would say, because I'm a partnership manager, and a partnership manager is like tightly, works tightly with communication manager, and for example, like being quiet is not, I think, a very important thing. It's like, I would say, it has nothing to do, like, for example, meeting deadlines or being responsible for your, like, keeping up with your responsibilities is very important. Like, I'm a friend with Zami, and I can say, like, if we're talking about personal features of a person, he's very, like, okay with meeting all the deadlines, because this is very important. And, like, talking about being quiet, it's not a very, I would say, not a very good thing to say.
For the purpose of the question around time, I would ask you to consider if you really want to say something, or we can go to the next question.
I truly think that Nizami can do anything, and I talked to her, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, communication is a very important thing for communication manager.
Okay, thank you. Next question, it was to Emily.
Yeah, sorry?
Please,
My question?
your question, yes.
Okay, so yeah, we talk, like, this semester, I think communication did well, even though we had two people, and this is my opinion. But yeah, what we were talking about is how we could expand maybe the advertisement of our events, and we were talking about maybe doing the meta app that could generalize all the, like, Facebook, for example, is not really active for ESN. How would you make sure that, like, are you planning to expand this way of advertisement, like Facebook events, because this is a very big thing in Estonia? And are you planning to communicate with other sections to learn more about your position?
Of course, I thought this was rather the responsibility of communication manager rather than a bonus, but yes, these are the things I have done before. Like I said, I do have experience in managing social media. Yes,
Yeah, because we were talking a lot about, like, all those advanced. This is another
It's another question asked to raise your hand. We have Mark also that got added to the question list. We have 2 minutes to do everything, so I ask to be quick. Anybody else who wants to be added to the question list? Nazalin? Mia again? Same question for Mia. Okay, and Iliman as well. You as well. No, okay. I will try to ask you to be quick, and also I will ask you to be quick so we can be on time. After these people, I propose to close the question list. Any objection to that? No objection. Then the question list is closed. Please let's try to make the question compact and direct, and please Nizam also try to you're doing a little bit of questions. Mira, please.
Mira, ESN TalTech IC. So first of all, you mentioned you have experience with social media management. So can you please tell what platforms did you use and what exactly was your role? And also have you have experience in managing like campaigns or event promotions or anything related to specifically marketing strategies?
I have managed social media profiles for a variety of companies, mostly driving schools. That was my specialty. And I do have experience with meta ads. I have run a lot of campaigns, over $10,000 spent on my end. So yes, I do have. Sorry, am I answering your question correctly? Oh, yes, I have experience with all meta platforms, which is Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. I also have experience with TikTok. Yes.
Why don't you do any of your
It's another question. Yeah, but you can ask it again in the speaker list. You can ask it in the next question. That's another question. Mark?
And Mark is another question. I totally agree with Nadine and also Emily when they said that a communication manager doesn't need communication skills towards people, but what I think you need is like the artistic background, and it's something maybe I missed in your presentation. As the communication manager, I expected maybe to be like to see something with more colorful, nice fonts, and a bit more elaborate. Can you comment?
Of course. So it's been a busy week for me. I had exams. Thankfully, they're done now, but due to not much time available, I had to make this presentation really quickly. That's why. That's the reason.
Thank you. Then we had Ruslan, I think. No? And then it was Nazrin.
I'll be very quick. Firstly, I want to ask about your technical background. Firstly, thank you so much for everything you have done in the technical side of the section. I understand that what was missing there was your involvement towards the board responsibilities, but it was also not the gap from the board, it was also gap from you. I want to ask what was the reason that you were not involved enough and use these skills that you are mentioning in IT field, which I believe you are more suitable than the communication manager. And my second question is that, as I know you are going to Erasmus, you will be away for a semester. I want to ask how we are able to manage it because indeed you have to be on spot most of the time, or yeah, you have to be in the spot. It was something that the last communication manager was missing, but you need to be.
Whether I will go on Erasmus is not quite clarified yet. And even if I do end up going on Erasmus, I plan on coordinating with the board that is here, also maybe some volunteers to fill the gaps, if you will. And for your first question, sorry, what was your first question?
It was about the technical skills and
Right. I'm currently not being a part of the board and doing IT work ties my hands a lot. I'm not actively involved in board. I can see where the problems are, and the board uh, does not come to me for any problems. So I just keep on doing what I'm doing. However, I'm hoping to change that, as I mentioned, that my technical background will help beyond just communication if I do get selected.
Thank you.
I just would like to comment that in any case, if someone would like to involve for any work, that person can always come and ask.
Thank you. Next question we have Elena.
Hi, Elena, ESN TalTech IC. Do you consider communication and marketing different fields, or do you consider that communication is part of marketing?
This is a very interesting question, but sorry, can you say that again?
Do you consider communication and marketing two different areas, or do you consider that communication is a part of marketing?
They kind of overlap.
Thank you. We have a last question from Mira.
First of all, I wanted to comment that communication is very important as being a communication manager because your first contact with students. So, yeah, I wanted to ask why didn't you add all your amazing experiences, mentor campaigns with the student? It's really hard for us to understand communication because this is very like visual part that people like look at it and see actual deep. And yeah, so since it requires creativity and interactions of emerging feelings, how do you personally plan to approach this, considering your
I understand your concerns.
considering your technical background?
These, to be honest, some time has passed since I've done SMM work, like a couple of years. So that's why it did not come to my mind while making the presentation. And like I said before, this presentation was made in a very short amount of time. So I may have missed a few details. Like one of the biggest projects I'm working on right now is the digitalization of ESN card, and somehow I forgot to include it.
Thank you, Zami. Thank you, everybody, for the question. Can we have another big applause for this? It was over time, but I think it was a very nice discussion. Thank you for allowing me to do that and address procedurals. And we can move on to the next candidate, which is the candidate for event manager. So please welcome Thomas to the stage.
One second. Okay. Wait.
All right. Then, hello guys. I think I can speak without the microphone. Do you hear me right? Yes. Okay, good. So I'm applying for event manager position. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm 18 years old, approximately 19. First year law student. I'm Colombian. Opita, that's my region. I love pasta. My hobbies are photography, garden painting, anything that has to do with creativity most of the time. Experience, ignore the phrase, it was part of the presentation before. But I've been part of ESN from since last year, so it's my first year. I've done some kind of work before for organizing things, mainly not events, but more like people, like has to do with events at some point. Usually with school, like organizing activities, organizing people like for them to do their things. So yes, I've been managing people and things all like grand part of my school. I'm in high school. It's going to be a short presentation, actually. If you have any questions, I'll take them. Well, I've done in ESN mostly. You'll see my name in the Excel chart most of the time, as I'm part of almost every event. I like to connect the students, to talk to them, like find whoever is alone and just like integrate them to the group, because like it's awful to be alone and see everyone just talking, and you're like, okay, where am I? So just approach them and kind of include them. Also, like I'm an active participant, and I like to be like in everything that's going on, as you've seen some of the time. Also, as you can see, I'm very talkative sometimes, but like anything. Vision, well, that's a photo from Pops this year, and that's a photo that was part of in the chat. What's my vision for the position? Communication, collaboration, and participation. As we've already know, like part of the communication is being kind of faulty this time, but we'll improve that. Don't worry. Collaboration and participation mostly with Erasmus people. Like we don't really know what they want, and I think this semester showed that a lot. That they don't go to events, they don't participate, they don't buy tickets, and we end up just doing absolutely nothing. So kind of knowing what they want and what they expect by being here. Also, that goes with culture and interests, because like we are all from different cultures, different backgrounds. We all have different interests on why traveling and connecting with people. So like getting also to know them more and what they want. Strengthening bonds between the section members. Uh, right now, we are not everyone here. I've seen more people sometimes. Also get to know each other better, get to bond with each other better, like have a better teamwork between each other. Because like I see you here, I see you in meetings and all, but on the events, I don't see many of you most of the time. So it's also like kind of nice to have more people participating in things. Thank you.
It was also very on-time presentation. So I officially open the question list. Anybody has questions? We have Nazrin, then we have Mark, we have Theo. Anybody else? Well, the question list will remain open, so you can raise your hand whenever you feel. Nazrin, please.
Nazreen, ESN TalTech IC, thank you so much, Thomas, what you have done for our section during this semester. You were indeed very engaged, and thank you for courage to apply in this position. I wanted to ask about the physical, like event manager is a position that you physically be around, and especially for semester, considering that it's the hardest semester, you have to be here earlier, you have to come to university before the semester starts. I just want to ask and make sure that if you are able to present before the semester starts at the university. Because first week, event manager should be here.
For a bit of context, I'm having surgery and I have some time to recover. Actually, I've been talking that with my parents just this morning. Yes, I should be here the first week of September. Like that's the plan. And for movement, I might not be able like to go every day, every week, but just like for important things, I'll be moving.
Comment, also a comment, the semester starts the last week of August.
It's 28.
Yeah, it's very before the rest of it.
Yeah, event manager should present in your topics.
No,
The comment this is not only for the event manager but the whole board. They really should be here before the semester.
But we make it work.
Okay, next question. Was it Mark?
Yes. Okay, Mark is a fantasy. Thanks for the presentation. So we have this problem in Estonia that every year we're getting less Erasmus students, and of course depends like if the event is successful or not. It depends also on the amount of students that show up. Are you planning to have many events even if there are not many students? And kind of connected question: are you aware of like the main events that we have been organizing here for years, and are you planning to do them again? And I'm talking about the international dinner and outdoor.
Well, I think this semester popcorn there was no popcorn, right? There was no people. International dinner either. Like that happened because like people don't go. I mean, if there is an option of it, yes, I would do them, but I would rather aim for more like aimed events because like I mean, we know like we get less people and people with some specific interest, and what happened this time like the people from like they are all almost in India, I think. They make their own groups and they did their own things. So what they want, and like we can make it with them instead of just by themselves.
Thank you. Then Matteo.
Matteo, ESN TalTech IC. First of all, thank you for your enthusiasm and planning the presentation. I'm talking out of experience. I wasn't event manager, but I've been in the board for 2 years on the local level, 2 years on the national level, and I saw before was that this position is one of the most demanding because you always need to contact like bars, partners to organize the event. Like, do you feel ready for that?
Yes.
I'm not telling us
yeah. I mean, I feel like the only part is the physical part, like, but
no,
from then
I
on,
feel
it's,
like being always to be in contact with
yes.
bars all the time and then the problems be sure that you send people at the right time.
I feel confident. Like, that's
Thank you. Question, Tommy, yes, and that's like Steve. That was the previous event manager. I think like it could express your energy. It was very nice to see and motivation and also some cool ideas. I was wondering about the collaboration part that you put in your presentation. You said that you'll be collaborating with Erasmus students. What about collaborating with other ESN sections? How do you envision that?
well, right now I don't really know the relationship we have with other sections, but yes, like as soon as I'm in position, like with the availability of doing it, I will contact them right away. Because like the more people, the better, right?
Anybody has other questions? Come in.
Again, this is about how you plan on approaching the Erasmus students to get more targeted events.
That's the main thing. Like what? How to? Well, I don't know if we have a contact of all of them at some point, but anyway, like they're always around the school, and the first week we get to know, like we get to be with them as soon as they get here. So those first weeks when they arrive, just they start like collecting information from them, what they expect, what they want, what they would like.
Thank you. Lima, yes.
This semester, Bog Hike and Sip and Pain last semester. That we didn't repeat that one.
Oh, that means to see the things. Thank you. We have other questions. Why I propose to close the question list? Does anybody object? Okay. The question list remains open. I have a question for now. Please. Yes.
Okay, very fast. Do you have any plans to have collaborations also with other student organizations in other programs?
Yes, with this game club, like they have a lot of things going on always, and they have like games night every week. Actually, today, yes. I don't know about the other groups. Like they are very varied. Like they have varied things, but yeah, maybe probably. Yes.
Thank you. I propose to close the speakers list. Objections, questions, students open. Please.
Thomas, knowing you personally, you are maybe not the best with
Schedules.
deadlines.
I'm not there something important deadlines, but I make deadlines.
And you get things done for like the last 5 minutes. So, like, I just want to, I don't know. Like, do you have the time to like actually like connect with people all the time and not like 5 minutes before?
That's not only for this position, but in general life, I need to.
Can you reformulate the question properly? Because I cannot put that.
Do you have the time to like actually put, effort into this and communicating with whoever? Because I know you and I'm not the best with.
But I'm not the best with keeping up with schedules sometimes, or with keeping up with time. I know that. But I know I meet deadlines just right on the deadline. That's something to improve at some point. But next semester we have only like 4 mandatory like core courses, if I'm not wrong. I'm planning on taking two other different ones. But in generally, I have most of the time, like apart from university, like it doesn't take me much time in university at all. I mean, I have the time.
You have the time.
I have the time. I have the time to do it on time.
Thank you. We got another question? No? Propose to close the question list or anybody object? No objection. Question list is closed. Thank you again, Thomas. And we can proceed with the next candidate, which is the application for treasurer. Please welcome Emily to the stage.
I think it's okay. Hey everyone, thank you for being here today, tonight with us to make a good decision about the next board. Okay, so this is my presentation about my application for financial manager position of ESN TalTech International Club. Let's get into it. Yeah, someone who's been to NA can recognize this presentation. But a little bit about me. So my full name is Janne Emilia Lasson. I'm 20, originally from Tallinn, Estonia. Yeah, first year in international business administration. Love walking outside and eating a lot. Next. So about my ESN experience. So I joined this year, and it's been a pretty intense year. So I became a partnership manager, and then I attended a few events like Estonian NA, NA in Finland, where I attended as an international guest. Was the only one international guest there, but still did great. Also, I was OC for 65th NA that was here in TalTech. Yeah, a little bit about my partnership manager position. So we all know, if you read agenda, we have a few changes in the statutes, which we're gonna approve or not. And what has changed is that actually treasurer is gonna be a partnership manager as well. And that's why I think I'm very suitable for this position, because I've been working as a partnership manager for a little bit. And what I did is I made sure that during this semester we had gifts for our gifts, yeah, we can say that, for our new international students, and also made sure that we have a few partners as well, and display it on our website. And yeah, I hope you saw what I did there. So my motivation, okay. So first of all, since I'm a business student, I think it's very also applicable that I have some essential skills in case of financial statements, also in case of accounting and keeping up with the finances. That's literally what I've been learning. And also I did shadowing with Aika, and she gave me some insights. Yeah, Nazarene knows. She gave me some insights about this job. She told me about all the possible challenges. I also asked her about how was it to work with such a big distance, also in time. How's it remotely? Yes. And yeah, so talk with her a little bit about that. Also, I'm sorry, this slide is not really applicable for this position, but yeah, what I was trying to say here is that ensure that we have better communication with members. So we talked about this during our last members meeting, and we talked about how we should make sure that our members know more about possibilities that ESN can provide, like going and participating in different NAs. And we know that we can sponsor them. And so we have a little bit more motivation to work for ESN and go abroad and represent our section. And if I'm gonna be chosen, I'm gonna be the person who decides who to send abroad for different meetings. Okay. Yeah, so I did talk about academic background, also partnership experience, and yeah, also I'm proficient in English, Russian, and Estonian, which are key assets and on Estonian level. Thanks for the attention. I hope you will ask me relevant questions so I can explain more.
Thank you, Emily, for the presentation and for being on time as well. You can keep that or put it now. So the question list is officially open. Want to sign up? We have Mia first, then Slama, Mark, Nazir, Liz, Mia.
Everything okay? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I actually thought about that. That's why I also talked with Aika a lot about how is it to work remotely. And judging on my experience, it shows that all the partnership work I actually did at my house, and it did not take a lot of time. So I was calling people, I was reaching out to people through emails, and this is a very remote job, I would say. You don't even need to be present, except collecting all the coupons and assembling bags, which our beloved members helped me with, and I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, I think in case of that, it's very manageable to work abroad, and that's why I also chose this position, because I knew that I can do it. Thank you for your question.
Then we have Ruslana.
Ruslana is a and we finished the same program as you now. I have some background about what courses are taken each year. And as far as I know, and from my experience, the first year students have only accounting. Do you think is it really enough to be on this position on the accounting? Because it's not about budgeting, it's not about planning the money, or it's not diversifying or something. It's just accounting, and from my perspective, it can not be enough for the position of treasurer. What do you think about this?
Yeah, so I have two things to say about that. First of all, of course, I talked with Aika about that, and she told me how was it done, and she basically said that doing accounting for ESN is a little bit different, because we have templates and we have supervisors, and you should strictly follow those templates. And it's not really about like completing a full education. Yeah, it's just about following the structure of the NGO organization for everything to be great. And also I worked for my family, but I don't think that's really relevant to say. But I do have some experience in keeping up with the financial statements. But since I never had experience in accounting in NGO, I think it might be a great opportunity for me to learn. So yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you. Then we have Mark.
Mark is thanks for the presentation. My question is connected to transparency. In ESN TalTech IC, since I remember, the budget, or there was basically no budget, or it was totally opaque, so members didn't know what was happening inside the session. If you're elected, would you be open to make a budget in the beginning of the year and somehow share it with members, so we have some knowledge about what's going on?
So that's why I said that this slide was not really relevant. I don't. Yeah, so I think we are not allowed to share and be fully transparent about finances, how much we have, how much is gonna go. What did you talk? Did you ask about that part or?
About the expected budget for the year. Other section too.
Okay, that's a very. I think I cannot really answer myself, but I would love to talk about this with my future board and to make a collective decision rather than decide by myself. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Then we have Nazrin.
Nazreen, ESN TalTech IC. First, thank you so much for your presentation. And I would like to say that I am very admired for your courage, especially just after joining the ESN. You applied for a partnership manager, did great, and yeah, I hope everything is going to be very good for you. I have a question about proposed change on statutes. Yes, you also mentioned, but I just want to ask that if a statute change is going to be approved, you will need to do two positions at the same time. I just want to make sure that if you are aware with the responsibilities and if you are okay with that.
Yeah, I definitely am aware for a long time now. That's why actually I applied since I thought that I might be even more suitable since I did some work for partnership position. Also, I want to make a comment that I could do much more. It's just like everyone is going through some mental stuff, and I think if I had a little push, I could do more partners, more whatever. But it was a great experience. I really appreciate the way I could get as much help as I needed with Vira and you, Nazrin. But at the same time, going abroad is very new for me. I never lived abroad yet. And I don't know if I'm going to have more time or less time, but I know for a fact that I will have less credits. So I'm going to have less classes. So hopefully I can manage to do both. Yeah.
Thank you. Next we have Irina.
My question.
Was the answer already?
Yeah, I just wanted to add a comment that
Yeah.
from my perspective, all treasurers, they were not present physically in like Hungary, even though he was somewhere in China. I barely saw him somewhere, yeah, I kind of use this example of combining remote work. So I think Emily will do it while remotely on Erasmus.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I propose to close the question list. Is there any objection? The question list is closed. Thank you again, Emily, for your presentation.
Thank you.
And so we proceed with the agenda. We are a bit late. Oh,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
And next topic on the agenda is the statutes modification, amendment to the statutes of ESN TalTech IC. And Nazrin can comment a bit. We'll say some words of that, and there will be a little time for Q&A. Q&A, 5 minutes.
Can we open the statute?
Statute?
Yes, it's on the drive. Just click here.
One second, technical difficulties. I'll show you quick. Statute. Oh, yeah.
Scroll down. I think it was a lot. Go back.
Oh, what?
Back. Yeah, here. Stop. Okay. Hello everyone. I will explain you the proposed change to the statute. It's very short. I will keep it very short so you have time to ask me the questions. The proposed change is that we propose to change treasurer to financial and partnership manager. So in this case, partnership manager is also going to be the part of the board and will take the full responsibilities and yeah, have two positions at once, financial and partnership manager. We just combine these positions. That's all. Please ask your question.
Thank you, Nadine. I officially open the question list. Does anybody have any questions? Nizami, yes, please.
Does this one change the title?
Name and title.
Oh, Nizami, ESN TalTech IC. Does this one change the title of the position?
There is objection, Emily, or
No, is it objection?
yes?
Procedural.
Yeah, objection.
Procedural.
Procedural.
Sorry, it's okay.
Okay. Firstly, when we register ourselves in the ARA registry, the business registry, we do not put our position names there. It's going to go on the statute, and statute goes to the ARA registry. This is first. And secondly, the title for treasurer changes to financial manager, and plus we combine financial manager position with the partnership manager. Partnership manager was not part of the board position. It was outside of the board.
Thank you. Question? Mark?
Okay, I understand what is the reason why
Name and title.
Mark, yes, I understand. What's the reason why partnership manager not integrated inside the board and together with the financial manager?
Firstly, we tried to add partnership managers separately as board position. However, there are bureaucratic issues with university that we were not able to do it. Secondly, partnership manager indeed has a big role in the section, and we wanted to implement this position in the board somehow. And additionally, also partnership manager cannot sign contracts with the partners because it's not official. It um, it gives extra work for president or vice to sign it again. Plus, we believe that the financial manager position has quite less responsibilities compared to the other board positions. So we also try to balance the responsibilities in this way.
Thank you. Simone?
Simone, ESN TalTech IC. I have a question. So this change in the statute will affect the name of the position only, or also the description inside? Like, is it just is the change is just this, or it will change the full description of the position as well?
It will change the description of the position.
In this case, since there is a person that applied to this position, what happens? Like this person applied to a different name with a different job description.
No, job description has already been amended by board. Board has full right to change the responsibilities of the board positions without even confirming with the statute. So the Emily is aware because it was sent out on the emails expectations of treasurer.
So we're voting only on the name and not on the description. The description was already changed by the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask something that I see? Both financial and partnership manager have an opportunity to come to the board?
Yes. Also, no. This is the question that I cannot answer. The board should decide because financial matters can be very confidential. So the board itself should divide how it's going to be with support position. But if it requires and if we can keep confidentiality, I believe the board can get support positions, especially for grants.
I propose to close the question list. Are there any objections? Then the question list is closed. Thank you again, Nazrin, for presenting the change to the statements. And since we've been a little bit late, I have a procedural myself. I would like to propose a change to the agenda. Yeah.
Name and section.
Tommaso Tagliani, ESN TalTech IC. I would like to propose a change in the agenda. I would like to introduce a 10 minutes break before the voting round. Does, I have to say for myself, so Tommaso proposes a change in the agenda to introduce a 10 minutes break, after which, since we will be, I guess we will be leaving the room, we have to come back also to add a quorum check before the voting round. Does anybody have any objection to that? No objections, then we will have a 10 minutes break now. Please be back at 8:20.
I'm missing one name. I don't know. That's the number. I don't know.
I have to check also this.
Okay.
So Vera is Irina.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait. So, 1, 2. Wait, so Thomas will. Okay, let's start from this side. So, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
4, and she has a weight, and yeah,
Yeah.
for both. 5. Rina was Rina. She's 6.
Irina has two.
7.
There's Thomas and Mia.
Thomas is excluded.
He's a candidate. Okay.
What was the number?
8.
8. 9. 10.
Vera is given to Irina. This is given to Irina.
Vera?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
So, this...
I don't know why she put the... She shouldn't.
Oh, okay, so you can remove this.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? Wait, let me just...
Attila? Ayan? Evelina?
Evelina present.
Fabienne? Irina? Name and I have to name and surname. Name and surname.
Irina Sarchuk. ESN TalTech IC.
Also for you, Elia. Elia?
Evelina Boyko present.
Emily?
Dr. Emilia Wilson.
Mark?
Marco Sazzamori, present.
Nadine?
Present.
Thank
Melina Estrada present.
you. Matteo?
Matteo Garcia present.
Mira?
Mira Dubrovska present.
Natalie?
Nazri Jafarova present.
Nizami?
Nizami Hassan.
Rasul?
Rasul present.
Simone?
Simone is Tante Cassi present.
Name and surname.
Simone Ingrassia is Tante Cassi present.
Thank you. Rosanna?
Ruslana Kuchak present.
Thomas?
Thomas Salamanca Tumilia present.
Tommy? Thomas Italiani? Present. Emilia? Today? Okay, and then we have the voting delegates. Nicola Shautidze. And we have Aigarin Moshuava.
Evelina Boyko present.
And then we have Dina Mikhailova.
Irina Sarchuk present.
Thank you, everybody. We have everybody in the room, and we can proceed with the voting. The voting for this edition is going to be digital, and our technical chair, Gert, will tell you a little bit about it.
So, hello everyone. Does this even work? Okay. Yeah. So, digital voting. Woohoo! Sustainability. But just like few remarks that is about to happen. So first of all, as soon as I'm gonna open the election, then the voting system, sorry, then you will receive emails to your personal or the ones that you signed up with. So do check them, and you also will have a link there which will lead you to the voting system. Now, a few disclaimers. Do you have the paper there? Yeah. So there's simple questions: yes, no, abstain for each member. And before anybody asks, the board members or the candidates have their own personal questionnaire where they can't vote for themselves. So that is just that is avoided. Sorry. And in order to know when when your voting system is over, you have to actually verify that you finished your voting. It sends a code to your email again. You have to type the number in, and that's that. So in case you have this just white screen on your phone, then that's an issue. And in order to avoid it, that's why I asked you guys to download Google Chrome. So please use it for this time. It just avoids us technical difficulties.
Yep.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That's it. And yes, you received the email on your member email. Yes?
Nope. Yeah. I'm about to send it.
Yeah, not yet. Vote delegates or you can.
So there's this fun little feature where you can add weights to the voters. So for example, our lovely vice president or the person here, she has sorry, I'm a newbie to this. So she has instead of weight unit as one, she has two, and that goes for everybody who has delegated votes. Yes.
Simone, procedure, but if you have a vote delegated for someone else which is different from your vote, you cannot just have the weight of two. You need to vote for one I might not vote the same as the person who delegated their vote to me.
They have given you all the power to just make the choice.
Yeah, but they can still ask you to vote no, I guess.
You could ask me to vote no, and I will vote no for you. But for myself, maybe I want to vote yes. Use my vote for a yes and your vote no because you asked me to vote no.
Let's try to fix it the easy way. Otherwise, I think we can add and send it 2 times the email. Does any of the vote delegates have different will vote differently from themselves and the person they were delegated the vote got delegated from?
Procedural. Doesn't that open up kind of
the
like
secrecy?
the secrecy?
The secrecy is maintained as we're not talking about the specificity of the vote.
I mean, I'm not like it's also for me this, but also check that with the statute not a problem and everything because you might have problem later that the vote is
no, that's why I'm asking now. Otherwise, we can fix it.
What does the statute say?
Yeah.
It's secret.
The results will be shown, but first, by the way, as soon as you finish voting, I do have kind of like a personal favor to ask from you. So as we go to actually review the results, do not check your phones. Please do not check your phones. The same link that you used to vote with. No. The thing is, your votes, whoever voted for what, that's hidden. The results themselves will reveal.
This is like Estonian vote. This works the same way as Estonian vote.
Yes, so.
I think the procedure and everything is respected. Just this double voting. That again, I'm asking again. Does anybody of the people with more than one vote will they have anybody has any issue with that? If no, I think we can proceed with the voting.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
sorry.
But the secrecy is maintained and the way of the vote is maintained.
Get 2 emails.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
We have to review the power check.
I'll kill that person. Let's just not answer.
Yeah, so
The voting is
I'm to redo the
I
whole thing.
don't know what to
As a president, can she just ban me from ESN?
She's not a president yet, so she's
order. The person left for good.
no coming back.
Okay.
He's coming back. He's just taking his order.
We can start with the voting procedure.
There is one issue. So, just one thing to add. If you want to add separate mails, for example, so if you have weights, that's kind of blocked right now. So if you want me to make the voting again, then I have to set it up all over again.
It's already solved. Nobody has a problem with that. We will proceed with yes.
Huh?
Yes. Then why didn't you object?
Yeah, I did. You just didn't look. And I told it to Gary. But it's fine.
Is it fine or not? Otherwise we
Yeah.
have to change the voting method.
It's fine.
It's fine? Okay. Yes now? Huh?
If we still all receive emails to vote, still I can vote.
Yes, we will proceed with the voting.
Yeah, I will open it up if everybody's fine with the weight thing.
No, but fine waiting.
Yes, we will send the email. It's like his in the room.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody is able to see the results after voting is closed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
which is the same as we were gonna show, but like it's just if you want to spoiler yourself for the results, so you can see them. But we recommend you not to keep the surprise.
But we also need to count.
Yes.
So it may be not true, the result there.
That also, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Lina?
Do people who have somebody else's vote receive two links or is it one link?
One link, and your vote counts as double.
Okay.
So let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready? Emails are being sent right now.
So first one is open. Now I'm gonna open for the candidates themselves as well. And if you didn't receive an email, then do tell me about it. Also check your spam.
Candidates getting are separate, right? So
Yes. Yes. I just opened it for you. Now I opened every election, so yeah, get voting. Check spam. And not even in spam. And
check the socials. Where you get marketing emails. Gmail, there is social plus where you get marketing emails. It was there for me.
The vote for the static.
I only got one vote as well.
Huh?
One.
Where's the vote for the static?
that was supposed to be also a question.
Yeah.
Fuck! Okay. I cannot change it. Okay.
I was sending another email. Yes, yes, what? We will send another, for that technical issue, we forgot to add the statute voting to the list. So we will add it and send another email just for the statutes. Your vote for the candidates will stay as is.
What?
Can you
I think so.
Sorry?
It's it's your TalTech email. Mila. It should be your TalTech email. Because you registered as a member with your TalTech email.
It's the email where you send me again.
Wait, where did you find promotions? Okay. Okay.
From Chrome. Start?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, thanks.
Did you find?
Yeah. But it's still the statute. No, it will be sent in 5 minutes. Yes. For the statute.
Yep.
No, because it's a personal link. So it verifies that it's the actual person doing the project.
It's almost here. It's almost there.
What I'm doing right now is looking for the
Just
emails.
do it, I can explain. He's copying the email, creating the new ballot. It's quite straightforward, but it takes a bit of copy paste on the email. Thank you for your patience.
It's okay. We will go home soon.
Jesus Christ, don't say it like that. Okay, statute. What question statute? Yes, no, abstain.
Rasul, can you send me the question for Nizam? Thank you.
We are almost there. Almost the last emails to be pasted.
I'm missing one person with. I'm missing one person with. Pull me out the delegation list. I have one person missing here. I forgot the name of him. So I have Evelina. Gina. Who's that stuff on? There's one more missing. Alright. Mira. Okay, mira.
The question mark. Yes, no.
That's done. And now there should be another mail for the statute.
Yes, we fixed it. Thank you, Gerd, for speed running that website. You should have received another email about the approval to the amendment.
will verify that with the system. Because there was some, yeah, the candidate now vote for themselves.
Four votes missing.
In the meantime, if the scrutinizers are done with the votes, I kindly ask them to come here already.
We have them. Elia has the numbers.
One more vote is missing, and then we can start the process of
How many people we have now present? Do you know? 20?
and we can vote, me included, so it's 21.
Huh? 21?
I mean, I'm mostly here. Like the voters list.
No, but the people who vote. Are you voting? I will tell you.
I think 20. It was written 20.
People who are voting 20, right? Okay.
All right, so everybody has voted. Thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Now we will take a moment for the scrutinizers to verify that
For the
the
statutes,
voting
it should be
and the
13.
numbers are correct.
13 for the statutes.
Draw the conclusions and announce the results.
11.
So I ask you a couple of minutes more of your patience. Thank you.
And don't spoil it for yourself, thanks. Soon it's gonna be dangerous, it's gonna show. Do not look, do not look, do not look. I repeat, do not look. I know it is tempting, but
Yeah. Abstain is the vote not counted.
If there are two abstains, it will be 18, so it means divided by 2 is 9, and it's 10. Just the if.
what is it changing?
Yeah, exactly.
These are excluding the candidates.
We have to verify that.
17 minus 2.
It's simple majority.
It's 11 plus 6. It's, yes,
So that is yes.
Yes.
The simple majority. Yes.
This
Second
is
one is
no. Yeah, it should be 10.
Keep in mind,
No.
keep in mind the numbers since there's also
Let's write it.
That's it. Just write down. Just write down. Just write down.
There are 19 there. No, it's less than 20. It's not 16.
Why am I doing this?
It's 19. So it's 19 divided by 2. No, I know.
But this is already.
That's right. 19 divided by 2. No, it's not. It doesn't pass.
Plus 1.
Yeah, exactly. Plus 1. So the first one is yes. Second one is no. Third one is
Okay. Now we go
the
to.
other one.
No?
You
Just keep the communication manager.
No, I didn't.
Sorry,
Wait,
then, sorry, then.
Ah, yes.
I mean, it's.
And that's better.
Wait, about what other rules?
Yes, they're coming. They're coming. Oh, shut up. So, now we get another rules. Okay, this pipe is leaking.
What?
What is this?
This is for Nazreen.
Ah.
She can go first.
Ah.
Тогда.
Nizami is abstain.
Ой, no. Wait, oh my god.
So sorry for the wait. 2 more minutes.
One, Bye bye.
One second. Manager. So Nazreen is Nizami abstain. And Miriam, yes. Okay. Okay, so this is from Emilia. Yep. And the last one is
This
With 0 abstain, 1 no, and 20 yes, Thomas is elected. Now, for the position of communication manager, with 4 abstain, 8 no, and 10 yes, Nizami is elected as communication manager for ESN TalTech IC. Last but not least, for the position of president, with 2 abstains, 6 no, and 13 yes, Nasrin is elected as president of the. As for the statutes, with 0 abstain, 1 no, and 22 yes, the amendment to the statutes is approved. Thank you, congratulations, everything passed amazingly. Thank you, everybody. I would invite the elected new board to come here and take a picture.
Oh, we don't have flag.
You have this. And yeah. So wait a moment. Does anybody have any objections to close the General Assembly? No. Objected. I would, if any of the current board members want to say some words, speak now or
Never.
never. Okay, then the words can be for later. I officially close the General Assembly of ESN TalTech IC 2026. Thank you, everybody. And the time of closure is